朋友们，我今天同时请到了大众汽车集团全球的 CEO 和中国区的 CEO， 就是全球的老大和中国区的老大，双老大，咱们一起来探讨一下大众的转型。你想，之前的大众汽车集团，那就是中国汽车行业一个大佬般的存在，来中国42年，无数的经典车型。而最近几年呢，显然是受到了国内新能源车企的冲击，销量先后被比亚迪、吉利超过，市场份额从第一跌到了第3。那中国作为他们全球第1大市场，你说它急不急？肯定急啊！但是我跟你说哈，咱在外边看是大众受到了猛烈的冲击，其实他已经憋了3年的大招，搁那扛着使劲了。今年呢，这个大招练成，也是他们要发功的一年。我跟你说，我这次采访哈，这2个非常严谨的德国人，一说到新车，就给我各种 promise， 说你就调好吧。
I can promise you, our ADAS will be very, very good.
Wow. I can promise you, you will be excited, and all our customers will be excited to feeling the new level of our products.
Wow, nice. Of course, it's always challenging.
你看，咱这好不容易请到了这个双老大，这么多宝贵的一手资料，咱们就赶紧来探讨一下这个大众的转型，它到底憋了什么大招，还能不能回到之前的巅峰时刻？这几年吧，这个新能源确实是把大众冲击得够呛。但我跟你说，这个冲击并不是新能源车本身，并不是说大众就造不出来新能源车，关键在于它造车的模式。什么意思呢？之前大众的燃油车是在德国的总部研发，然后在中国做一些改良再上市。那这种模式一个关键是什么呢？就是它的研发周期，一代车一般要5到7年。而你看现在中国的新能源市场，好家伙，2年一代车，更激进的可能1年到1年半就出一代。那你要是5到7年，这个技术都不知道更新迭代多少轮了，再加上智能化的冲击，这才是大众它水土不服的一个关键。所以呢，大众就痛定思痛，2023年开始搞了一个全新的模式，叫做 In China。For China， 在中国为中国，这听着像个口号似的，但我跟你说，它其实是大众造车的一个新的模式，就是把造车主要的流程都放在中国，中国研发，中国决策，甚至给中国还单独造了一套技术体系。
For us, it was a complete game changer. In the past, our business model, we developed everything in Germany and then we localized the cars in the regions. This business model is not working anymore. For us, it was clear we need to go for local R&D, faster development, and also to be part of the Chinese innovation ecosystem with smart partnerships. This year, we try to harvest the first fruits out of this.
What's the fruit?
New cars.
New cars?
We are
nice,
presenting
nice.
on the Beijing Auto Show.
Cool, nice.
而大众这个 In China for China 战略的一个关键基地就放在了合肥。现在整个的开发流程里头，除了外观是跟德国联合设计，其他的技术研发、电子电器架构、软件、生产等等的全流程都放在国内，都在这个基地，也是大众在德国总部以外第一个能从研发到测试全流程的这么一个研发中心。
I knew that the Hefei manufacturing center is a very crucial part of this In China for China strategy. Could you maybe explain a little bit how that idea turning into production, into reality, how the process worked in Hefei, maybe a little bit?
The biggest achievement is that we designed and created our new China electronic architecture. This is a foundation for our next generation of software-defined vehicles, which have a much higher intelligence Chinese consumers would not expect from them.
Oh, really? Does it mean that it's going to be faster to produce the car and also lower cost?
Of course.
Yes.
Our development cycle is now 30% faster there than in previous times. And also in terms of costs, for our main platform, we achieved a 40% cost reduction.
So along all the process, everything is localized in China, or there's still some decision has to be made headquarters?
Design we do together with headquarters.
Okay.
Because our brands are in Germany. And the design, as Oliver explained, needs a clear DNA, and that you can detect an Audi, this is an Audi, and Volkswagen is a Volkswagen, and Porsche is a Porsche. So this we do with the headquarters. But the execution we do completely here in China.
Completely.
那具体到技术层面呢，大众中国也会跟中国的公司合作，比如说跟小鹏合作 CEA 电子电器架构，联合开发车型，跟地平线合资成立了酷睿城 Horizon 研发智驾芯片和解决方案。
I remember for different brands in the Volkswagen Group, you guys are partnering with a lot of partners in China, like Dajiang, Huawei in Audi car, and also the Horizon Robotics and some others. I'm just wondering, is that a testing phase for Volkswagen to try out different technologies in China, or how do you manage those partnerships?
If you look back when these decisions were made, the picture was not so clear in which direction it will go. And therefore, it would make sense not to put all eggs in one basket.
I see. Okay.
Therefore, we teamed up for different projects with different partners. But for us, one thing is clear. We are focusing on our Horizon technology because to team up with partners, the ADAS function remains a black box. And for us, it is important to know all the details, how your system works, and to improve it continuously.
This is also a kind of the new business models in the automotive industries because of the high innovation speed. You can't do everything by your own. It's important for big automotive players to have right partnerships. That's what we are doing also worldwide.
Yeah.
For example, in North America, working together with Rivian and also partnering with Google, with Apple. It's always a win-win situation, benefiting from the best in all these technologies and combining this with our own strengths.
Could you maybe explain a little bit what part are you partnering with Xiaopeng and Horizon Robotics or maybe Google and Apple? Is it AI or smart driving or what are the parts?
With Xiaopeng, our collaboration is on two pillars. One is we are developing together two cars, and also we have the collaboration for electronic architecture together with them. Here in December, we launched our first new electronic architecture. And with Horizon Robotics, they are also experts for SoCs, for autonomous driving functions. We have a joint venture together, and there we are developing with AI-based technology the new ADAS functionalities for our cars, which also come this year to the Chinese market. And I can promise you, our ADAS will be very, very good.
Wow. You have partnership with American companies and Chinese companies. How do you see a position of the partnerships in China? Would it benefit globally or it's more like a regional type of partnership?
We see different ecosystems, and this has something to do with the expectations of the customers in the regions, but also with regulations. Yeah? And therefore, we decided to have one ecosystem in China, where Asia Pacific at the end, Middle East or Africa or South America can benefit. And we have an ecosystem more focused on Europe and North America. But we do have parallelities. And the positive aspect is from the process thinking, from experience, we can benefit from each other in between the regions. We have also a measure, a comparison in terms of speed, milestones. Overall, it's a win-win situation.
Since the regulation on different regions are different, there are different requirements, do you think the automotive industry will be more fragmented in the future?
There are two different technology spheres. One more Eastern sphere, the Chinese standard, and also a Western sphere.
With our In China for China strategy, we set a role model on what we are doing worldwide. There are other aspects where we can benefit. On the one hand side, the experience of the high innovation speed we do have. We can carry over to other processes around the world. On the other side, we can benefit from our product developments we are doing here, also to export from China and to export to the Asia Pacific, for example, to Middle East or to South America, where we could use our platforms being developed here, our software solutions. That's new. This opens other market opportunities.
Oh, that's a big change. I know both of you just went to the China Development Forum. Any takeaways or important messages from that?
I have had the opportunity to be part of the speech of the Prime Minister, and there are, for me, some very remarkable takeaways. On the one hand side, very inspiring how China keeps opening the markets. That's very positive. Also to understand competition as a positive aspect. Also the approach of the new 5-year plan, putting high quality on the top, is the completely right priority, because high quality is driving technology, is driving industries, and at the end markets. And that's positive for the economy. And there was one sentence at the end of the speech of the Prime Minister: for those who think big, will set the direction. That's one important takeaway.
Nice. Well, very insightful. From a global level, how do you think the Chinese customers are different from, for example, European customers or American customers?
Much younger.
younger.
Yeah, 20 years much younger.
20 years.
A new car buyer in China is about 20 years much younger than a customer and new car buyer in Europe. And also for this, another demand is coming.
Then how would you connect to the younger generation in China?
Yeah, we try our best in social media, but also think about what this generation expect from their cars. And as you mentioned, these people live in a digital lifestyle in super modern cities, so they expect the same from their cars. And of course, the additional living space they want to have.
Yeah.
People like to make adventures with their cars. Also, this needs to be fulfilled with our cars.
I see. When I went to Paris, I saw like the road is pretty narrow. And all small cars in
of course.
France, in Italy, and also in Germany.
Yeah.
But China is much more different.
Much more different.
就这么样卧薪尝胆了3年。今年呢，大众也会迎来历史上最大的一波新能源车的发布。我跟你说，说到这块儿，这2个老大真的可以说是两眼放光。
Now it counts, no? And it's like in sport. We went for training over 3 years, and now we are going to the playing ground. No? And now we want to win the game.
I can tell you, all our team is highly interested and committed. And also wants to see what happens when we bring these cars to the market.
Yeah, I can see your excitement when you talk about the offensive launching in Beijing Auto Show. And I'm super honored to be moderator for the group's night. I'm very curious about like if there's one thing I would expect or the customer would expect, what would it be?
Now, of course, surprising intelligence with human tech from Volkswagen. This will be one of the key elements. So much more to come. And of course, surprising fact about the intelligence of our cars for the Chinese market.
I can tell you we are entering now in a completely new level. I can promise you, you will be excited and all our customers will be excited now to feeling the new level of our products.
Wow, nice.
This is always challenging.
你要是问那大众未来想转型成什么样的大众啊？哎，他们中国区的老大贝瑞德是这么说的
We are the safe choice for all Chinese families, bringing their families safe from A to B, but even smarter and more intelligent than ever.